And now your starting lineup for the Jefferson Cavaliers. A senior guard, number 3, Jalen Ashley. Senior guard, number 10, Griffin Woolley. Senior guard, number 4.
So already Jefferson showing their capability both in the half-court offense, in the transition, and on the defensive end. Here's Ethan Colts underneath, and he will travel with it. Good job, straight-up defense by Ben Heisler. Heisler at 6'3" against the 6'10" senior in the middle. Ethan Colts. Pressure will be shown by Jefferson. Throughout, as Governors are out in their road black. Governors will break it. Keenholz shot altered, but on the backside, pulled down by Heisler, and he'll put it up and in. Ben Heisler, believe it or not, was held scoreless against the Roosevelt Rough Riders on Friday night. But he puts the Governors on the board for the first time here, and it's 4-2. Jefferson, good move here. Wilde fouled on the drive. Looked like Heisler gets up there to try to block the shot, but no avail. And it's Giblin, rather, instead of Griffin Wilde. Bo Giblin will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First foul of the night whistled on Heisler. Actually, the second team foul, but his first personal. So Giblin at the free throw line has hit the first of 2. Second one upcoming. 2 minutes gone by, 5:58 to go, quarter number 1. 5-2 as Giblin waits for another, and that is up and good as well. Not many things that Roosevelt, I'm sorry, I keep calling him Roosevelt. This is the new Roosevelt. Not many things that the Cavaliers do wrong, and it is a steal for Giblin. Up ahead, transition, Caden Year to Talon Ashley. Ashley with 4. Jefferson out to an 8-2 advantage. Governors get it across the timeline, left to right. Wearing road black tonight. There's Edmond underneath to Heisler. He has to back it out. Ben got undercut pretty much in the act of shooting, but he will put the shot up and good. 8-4 score now. Year fakes at 3, looking to get around Edmond. He'll bounce left-hander, no good. Colts with the offensive rebound. That putback won't go either, though. A little too close perhaps there for Ethan Colts. Keenholz with the rebound. Here's Mayer, and he comes to a stop, and Ashley falls, and that's an offensive foul. Jacob Mayer stopped just a split second too late that time. Ashley may have helped to sell it, but there was plenty of contact. And the Governors with their third turnover. Cade Kaiser's got to come in early to spell Jacob Mayer. Jefferson in home white with the hunter green numbers and gold trim. What he is capable of, leading scorer on this team with a baseline drive and a pretty reverse. 10-4, Jefferson in front. Edmond will find Heisler. He will hang time, no good. It's against Roosevelt on Friday night at Riggs High Gym. Govs back within 4. This whole game, I think it's going to be all about giving yourself, as the underdog, Pierre Governors, a chance to win it in the end. Mason Riley into the game. Give and go, or I should say screen and roll. Set the screen for Bo Giblin, who feeds Kaiser that he didn't expect to pass. Wilde, or rather Giblin, picks it up, and he'll drive the distance, and Bo Giblin has really sparked the kickstart of the Jefferson Cavaliers. So we're out to a 14-6 lead in our first timeout. On the floor, timeouts in the broadcast brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. This one called by the Governors. We'll take 30 seconds, and we're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Break it, it's Edmond to Heisler. Reverse is good, and a foul call. This goes against Mason Riley. There's what the Governors are capable of doing, and you go back to the conversation we had with Tim Reck of Jefferson. It's all about execution, plays out of the timeouts. That was one of the things he mentioned. Well, the Governors were the team that executed here. Foul to Riley as his first personal, the first team foul for the Cavaliers, and just out of the make of the free throw, the Cavs feed up ahead, and Mason Riley puts another bucket down. Can't get beat down the floor off of a made basket if you're the Governors. They trail 16-9. Here's Keenholz in the lane. That one rattles in and out. It's no good, or they're going to call a goaltend here. I'm not sure. If somebody rattled the rim or the backboard for some reason. Well, they haven't added a basket. Actually, the scorer's table is going to ask the official what the right call is. Clock stops with 3:13 left. Not sure what the signal was. Ball came back out. It rattled in, rattled out for Keenholz, and now they put the bucket on the board. So maybe a break for the Govs. Well, we head back. 16-11, Pierre within 5. First quarter, 3 minutes and change to go. Here's Year on the top of the key. He'll feed back outside through the hands of Wilde. He picks it up. Kruger giving chase. Now Wilde will float one off the glass, but it's no good. Pierre down with the rebound. With a rare defensive stop here so far in the first period. Keenholz across the timeline, has to get it back to Kruger as Wilde tried to pick up that dribble of Keenholz. No avail yet. Here's Kaiser on the wing, right side. On the near side for us. Heisler having trouble with Griffin Wilde, who knocked the ball loose, but Benjamin trying to pick it up, and it's a reach foul that'll go to Griffin Wilde. Wilde and Giblin, two guys that are headed to South Dakota State to play football next year. showing the quickness, but getting them off the court right now maybe will help the Governors, because the pace of this game has been spurred by those two so far. 16-11, Cavaliers. Governors with it. Here's Edmond on the top of the key. Gets around Riley. Shot up, no good, but he'll be put to the floor. And we'll go to the free throw line. Jackson Edmond with those long strides. If he can get a good first step, get around that defender, that gives him a pretty good chance at finishing a shot. This one he couldn't finish, but he got a little help. And Mason Riley picks up his second personal. Edmond at the free throw line, unable to hit the first of two. Last year, the Governors were here in Sodak 16 night, or day as it was. Great ball game. Pierre was playing so great, and then all of a sudden, they quit hitting free throws, and Jefferson started making three-pointers, and we went to overtime. And then we went another overtime. And the Cavaliers won it 79-76 and went to the state tournament. And then I think they pulled an upset in the first round as well. Here we are after the second free throw made by Edmond to make it 16-12. Now a layup for Dawson Sexer off the bench, resulting in a Pierre foul. And Sexer to shoot two. The first one is up and good. I always have to look at the board to see who they give these fouls on. This one to Cade Kaiser. And the second free throw off the mark, no good. Heisler will pull down the rebound. 3 out of 4 from the line so far for the Cavaliers. Here's Keenholz through defenders, past the scorer's table across the timeline. Lincoln heads to the baseline, left side, back to Christian Bush on for the first time here. Heisler, Kruger swinging around to Kaiser. Cade will stop on the baseline, gets it back. Now Bush looks, fires for three. It's up, no good. Caden Year with a rebound. Right to left across the timeline. Cameron Black, a senior off the bench, is in. He'll feed back to Year. He wants three, won't get it. Rebound tip to Cade Kaiser. First three-point attempt of the night for the Cavaliers, which is a bit of a surprise. Coach Rex said they hit 20 of them up in Aberdeen, or about 20, on Friday night. Here's Keenholz back to Kruger. Both teams really kind of stepping up the defense. Keenholz for three, too strong, but a whistle and a foul to the surprise of Dawson Sexer, who will pick up his first, and Lincoln's going to get 3 opportunities from the line. 17-12 with 1:11 to go here, quarter number 1, just underway. This game started about 15 minutes earlier than what we're told the girls game will start. Girls game going to be tipping off right about now. Keenholz a little too strong, back irons the first of 3. As we mentioned last year, free throws became a problem for even some good shooters toward the tail end of that Sodak 16 game a year ago. Second one's a swish. Keenholz's third point of the night. Jackson Edmond will check back in. Ben Heisler out. Luke Olson is on for the first time, the 5'8 sophomore for Brecken Kruger. Griffin Wilde and Bo Giblin both back in for Jefferson. Sexton's still in there. Also Sam Siegfried, a 6'5 senior. Big body is in there too. Keenholz 2 out of 3 on the line. The Governors within 3, 17-14. Kind of expect a lot of points in this game. There's a happy feet travel on the left wing from Cameron Black. Second turnover, both travels by Jefferson so far here in the first 7 minutes of play. So Keenholz will take the inbound. No press here. They back off. 2-3 zone set up by the Cavaliers. Kaiser, he'll find Luke Olson in the left corner. He'll drive to the left elbow. Little feed to Edmond. Edmond will force one up, and it's good. Jackson Edmond's first field goal, his second and third points. Governors with a little bit of a flurry, back within 1 now, 17-16. 4 points in a row. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 4 seconds. Cavs playing patiently here. Sexer out to Black on the right side. Drives down the left side of the lane, but stops about halfway. Keenholz with a breakaway. Boom! Two-hand throw down. Lincoln Keenholz as the ball gets away. And with that, the Governors take their first lead of the game. Lincoln saw it coming. Sioux Falls fans saw that a time or two last year, and they get a good look at it here early in this one. Some of Lincoln's highlight videos included a slam dunk he had to start an overtime period in that Sodak 16 game a year ago. Now 5 seconds left, closing out the first quarter. Caden Year gets back in there, gets Edmond to fly by. Three-pointer, no good. Off the front of the rim, the Governors dodge a bullet. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's Pierre on top of the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, 18-17. Scoreboard, and our games are brought to you by Gale's Gas Service in Pierre. As we pause for 60 seconds, we go to the second. Next, this is Pierre Governor Basketball and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Well, a good finish for the Pierre Governors to quarter number 1. The last 6 points scored, and they lead the Jefferson Cavaliers 18-17. Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Caden Year couldn't finish with a 3 at the end of the second period, but he does get the second period started with a 3 ball. Missed his first 2, has his third one down. Caden Year, an offensive explosion possibility. There's Keenholz with the feed from the baseline to Ben Heisler, up and good for Benjamin. And we have our first tie at 20-20. Off to a good start here in the second period on both ends of the floor. Ashley will feed down to Siegfried. Nice turnaround shot, up and good. Sam Siegfried with his first 2 off the bench. Jefferson back up by a deuce. Keenholz will bring it left to right across the timeline. He'll spot up, fire a 3, and bury it. Lincoln Keenholz off the dribble. I think that's his favorite way to shoot a 3. Here's Ashley penetrating, and he'll pick up a foul against Keenholz, I believe. Taylon Ashley went deep into the hole that time and comes up, picking himself up off the floor and going to the free throw line. Keenholz will pick up his first personal foul, team number 5 for the Govs. Governors leading by 1 for now, but Ashley will tie it up and a chance to give Jefferson the lead once again. First free throw down, second one pending. 4 of the starting 5 out there for the Cavaliers. Siegfried still in for the starter, Ethan Colts. Second one with a soft touch. Taylon Ashley, good. And lead change number 4 so far. 3 of those already early here in the first minute 15 of the second period. Keenholz fakes right, back to the left. The pass is tipped and taken away. Up ahead, Griffin Wilde will beat the Governors to the punch. I think it was Caden Year came up with a loose basketball, but it was Bo Giblin who had the steal with that first tip of the pass. There's Kruger. Half court, finds Luke Olson on the near side. Swing it over to Heisler. Now Kruger again. Edmond at the left elbow, fakes inside, drives to the block, and floats one up and good. Jackson Edmond I would think if the Governors are going to have success in this game, Jax has got to have a big ball game. 26-25 is a good fake right, 5 left, but Wilde misses the layup on the left side. Tough break there. Keenholz up ahead. Olsen off the pass is good for 3. Nice catch and shoot for Luke Olsen. Governors take the lead 28-26 off the right block. Year stops his dribble. Will spot up, shoot, and score. Caden Year now with 7 points. And we're tied at 28 apiece, under 5.5 to play here in the first half. Kruger, backdoor pass. Olsen sidesteps. What a pretty reverse for the sophomore. He went up and under Caden Year, who's got a good 9 inches of height on Luke Olsen. Now a shot blocked by Heisler as Talon Ashley tried to take it to the rack and score with a dipsy-do of his own. That didn't work. And a play stoppage here with 5:08 to play. Siegfried checks out. Ethan Colts back in. And all 5 starters in. Here's Year on a bouncer from Ashley. Fakes the handoff. Year wanted to go up and jam it down, but Edmond gets a hand on it, and to no avail. Governors coming up. Keenholz tries a 3, but that comes up short. Caught underneath by Wilde. He'll go almost the distance. Long kick out. Giblin leaves it with Year from the left corner. No good. But an offensive rebound to Jefferson, pulled down by Wilde. Here comes a reset. Here comes a drive, and we'll have a foul on the floor called against the Governors, impeding the progress of Bo Giblin. Luke Olsen, the guilty party, his first personal, team foul number 6. 30-28, Governors in front. 4:39 to go. A lot of time left here in the first half. The inbound to Year, making progress, and there is a foul called. And this is such a tough call. I'm not going to say this really isn't a foul, but Caden Year got himself in a position that, sometimes you try to make a play, sometimes you just force things, and that's kind of what Caden Year was doing. He tried to make a play where there really wasn't a play to be made, and unfortunately, the defense, who was doing their job, gets dinged for it. Year. That's a foul on the floor. The front end of the 1-and-1, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Edmond. And now it is Year. Oh, they call a jump ball on this. Caden Year got in there, but he kind of ran over the left half of the body of Jackson Edmond to do so. Governors will throw in from underneath. Lob out top to Edmond. He'll go down to the lane, pick up a foul. This is Colts. Nice give and go with Edmond to Luke Olsen, and then back to Jackson down the lane. As Ethan Colts will pick up his first personal, team foul number 5 for the Cavaliers. With this one in the act, give Jackson Edmond 2 shots, and the first one is good. Shooter's touch generous. Jacob Mayer, 2 early fouls in this game. Will check back in now. Luke Olsen coming out. He gets a good hand from the Pierre crowd. Well deserved. Governors lead by 3, 31-28. 4:21 left to go. Second quarter. Second free throw for Edmond is good. Jackson with 7 so far in the first half, and the lead is 4. And again, we called this a perfect game, I think, for the Governors, or a perfect opponent, we should say. Here's Ashley for 3, and that's good. Talon Ashley hitting shots here so far tonight. He has 7 points. Edmond pulls up, picks up the dribble, but a perfect opponent, I think, heading into the postseason for Pierre. Caden Year will pick up a steal. He tries to throw off the body of Ben Heisler, and Year got caught in the corner himself, and this should be Pierre basketball, and it is. So Mayer will throw in from the corner. Meanwhile, Bush checks in for Heisler. Christian Bush on the floor for the second time. They reset the shot clock. I guess technically teams did trade turnovers there. On a Caden Year steal, but then losing it out of bounds. Here's Edmond off the left elbow. Fakes, shot up over the top of Wilde, and Jackson Edmond puts another tough shot home. 34-31, Govs by 3. As we hit the 3.5-minute mark of quarter number 2. Here is Year on the top of the key to Ashley. Talon on the drive, and as he came to a stop, his feet slipped out. One of his feet at least slipped out from underneath him. It was a good drive and a good shot, but Keenholz looking for 3. It comes up short. All the Governors, they thought that shot was still a 3-point Governor lead. 3 minutes to play. On the move is Wilde to the left baseline, out to the perimeter. Mayer for 2 is good in transition, and that's why I think we're going to have a high-scoring game here when this one is all said and done. 36-31, Governors with their biggest lead so far. It's Wilde. And a lob pass, but Edmond gets it to keep it away from Year, who had thought he might have a chance to make a jump at that one. Governors still have it. Keenholz opening up on the left side of the lane. The leader is good with a finger roll, and Keenholz will go to the free throw line. The hoop and the harm, as they say. Keenholz will go to the stripe to try to finish off a 3-point play. And again, I'm not quite sure who they called that foul on. Always takes me a long time to a set spot where they put the player and the half. 2 minutes to play. 39-33 Pierre. Dawson Sexer back in off the bench, feeds over to the near side. In the Sodak 16 game a year ago, Ashley really struggled shooting the basketball. We're not seeing that at all so far here tonight. He leads the Cavs with 11. Both number 3s. Down. Comes down with a rebound. Benjamin across the timeline. Finds Kruger. Kruger puts it in motion. Mayer to Bush. Across the lane. Tip pass, and now taken. Kruger sets things up to Mayer. 41-37. Might get a 2-for-1 here if they can get a defensive stop. Ashley picks up and the Governors can play for a last shot. 2 out of 6 so far from long distance for the Cavaliers, who are very capable of hitting a lot of them. Here's a foul on the floor as Keenholz drives. Popped a 3, but that rimmed in and out, but the foul called well before the shot, and I think this is number 7 for Pierre with 9.8, or for Jefferson rather, 9.8 seconds left. A 1-and-1 opportunity coming here for Lincoln. Mayer checking out, Luke Olson in, Cade Kaiser will come in to take the place of Christian Bush. Cameron Black out. Sam Siegfried in for Jefferson. 1-and-1 here for Keenholz. Eyes the mark, and it's up and short. Siegfried with the rebound. Now the Cavaliers can get the last shot. To go to the halftime break, it is the Governors in front on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard by the score of 41-39. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And we'll pause for 3 minutes. We're back with the halftime recap. This is our wealth partners, Ameriprise Financial, starting up in 3. This is Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Grossenberg Implement is your John Deere parts headquarters, and they're going to save you money on your sprayer this week. Save 8% on sprayer hub oils. Don't feel comfortable changing the oil yourself? Then ask their service department for help. Schedule your sprayer for a winter inspection and save even more time and money. This week, where service is the other half of a great product. Locations in South Dakota.
Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of them. Providing more Miller and Pierre today. power and precision to grow.
From your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a peep. Be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the game.
Both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the quarter station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle beverage, and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the quarter.
Pierre Governors.
Keenholz wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown.
River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and drgnews.com.
Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country when here 05-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Small for our team of professionals, we pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool. You let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Excavation and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul at Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net.
Because you worked hard for it. You took care of it. And it took care of you. It was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Second half throw in like the opening tip, brought to you by Comtech in Pierre. Two hands, and the Governors respond and lead 43-41. Welcome back to Jefferson High School. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. There's a drive that really, I think, what they're capable of, especially athletically, very, very similar in this high-scoring game, continuing with a good start on both ends. Here's Edmond against Year, nowhere to go. Back to Kruger. Now good. Not enough contact. Bo Giblin up ahead, and he will feed Edmond. That'll go, and we're tied again after the Cavs had taken the lead back here. As Kruger looks for his steal, keeps it in bounds. No, he doesn't. He steps out at the scorer's table, trying to. Kruger couldn't claim the steal. It's still 15 on the shot clock with 6:01 to go. Lincoln Keenholz, Jackson Edmond, Jacob McAnaf. Here's a backdoor cut, and Giblin will put it up and in. Jefferson here to start the second half. Heisler going to get trapped in the lane, squeezes between them, and up and in. All right, take it back. It was Kruger who misses. Heisler in the air with the offensive putback. He'll toss it down. Kruger will inbound. Got to keep catching up. Edmond underneath. Up and in. It'll go to Heisler. Year will feed to Wilde. Drives the baseline. He'll kick it out. Giblin for three. That's off the back of the rim. Shooting threes with as much regularity as they're used to. Here's McAnaf bucket. 16 points. Now the Governors have scored 6 in a row. 51-47. A lob pass. Ethan Colts early. Ashley will inbound to Mason Riley. Now to Caden Year. Back to Ashley. Cutting through the lane. Tried to scoop it up. No good with a left hand. Keenholz has the rebound. Govs in road black, right to left here in the second half. First pass, Keenholz down to the low block. Edmond spin move. It's up and in and out. It will not go. That one rolled away. Bad break for the Governors. Year with the rebound. Ashley drives. It's blocked, I believe, by Heisler. Kruger steps out and pops a three. Brecken Kruger from distance. His first bucket of the night. Timeout. Cavaliers. The Governors have upped the lead to 7 now, 54-47, scoring 9 in a row with 3:49 ball.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical?
Back at Jefferson High, the Governors looking good so far here in the third period. Governor Basketball Campus and Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, also Comtech in Pierre as Caden Year drives the right side. It's a foul perhaps from behind that'll go to Ben Heisler. And Ben will pick up his second personal. Caden Year will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First 4 baskets or shot attempts by the Cavaliers went down here in this sign, gets the first of 2 to go. Luke Olson will check in for Brecken Kruger, who just hit a big 3 to send us to halftime, to a timeout a moment ago. Other Pierre Sports marketing partners, including Delta Dental, First Dakota National Bank, Midco, Ma 6. Keenholz will give it up to Jacob Mayer to set things up from the top of the key. Looking, back door, and the pass is tipped by Ashley. He was looking for Luke Olson. Fast pace. I was just joking with Caleb Brozick that I haven't done a basketball game in a week and a half. I gotta try to catch up. Jacob Mayer pops a 3 out of the inbound assist. Riley driving from the left baseline, stops, spins against Heisler, no good, and over the top on the rebound is Griffin Wilde. It's a good move by Mason Riley. I like the move. It just rimmed in and out on him, just like Jackson Edmond had that happen. A 6-foot senior in for the first time in the second half. Here's Olson across the timeline, got put to the floor. Two-hop pass, and it leads to another basket. Suddenly they lead by double figures here, 59-48. Dawson Sexer with a good drive here. Down the lane, left side. His first field goal is up and in. He's got 3 or near half court. Sexer's second personal. First team foul in the second for the Cavaliers. Caden Year is getting a break. Griffin Wilde joins him. Taylon Ashley and Bo Giblin quickly back in. 2:20 to play. Pass across the lane. Edmond stops. He'll kick it back out. Olson back to Edmond off of the left elbow. Shot is up. It will not. Tries to get a dipsy-do reverse. No go, but he'll get a foul and will go to the free throw line. Clock stopping with 2:01 to go here in the third quarter. And picked first of 2. In and out, no good. Edmonds' first personal foul. Team foul number 2 for Peart. Second free throw for Sexer, high arcing shot, and it falls it now up ahead on a lob. Across the timeline to Kaiser again. Mayer will set it up. Defense slows up. Here's Kaiser in front of the Governor bench on the far end of the lot of physicality in there for both offense and defense. But off the back of the rim, Ashley got deep underneath. He'll give it across to Siegfried. Sam Siegfried, no Siegfried, but it just didn't turn out in his favor. 59-51, Govs by 8. Here is Keenholz has it on the right side. One dribble and a pickup, then he finds Kaiser. Now Jacob Mayer on the left. Taylon Ashley underneath with the rebound. He can move quickly. He's still got it. He will lay it up and in with the scoop. Taylon Ashley. He's pretty good. Here's a Keenholz pass that's tipped, and Luke Olson gets up on it, and he's tackled by Bo Giblin. Trying to make the defensive play. Giblin's first personal. A little more crisp again with their passes. Here in the second half. Press is broken. Edmonds spins on the baseline. Shot is up and period. Cavaliers will play for the last shot. Ashley to Giblin. Near side, got a bottle out there. There's a water bottle on the floor. And finally, the official got it very carefully, so you got to give him credit. But that actually will give Roosevelt an opportunity to take a timeout here with 7.7 seconds left. Timeout in the floor brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. Let's take a quick 30. The Govs lead by 8 toward the end of the third here on River 92.7.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back at Jefferson High and LLP in the South Dakota National Guard, and the Cavaliers set up and they get a basket up timeout, and they set up a play that sends them with some positivity into the fourth quarter. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's 61-55. The Governors lead by 6, and we break for 60 seconds. That's the Gales Gas Service.
Of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store. 6 Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store. Same great paint, same great services.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials. W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many. That's the power of we.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Jefferson High, the Governors start the fourth quarter with the possession arrow and the basketball and a 6-point lead. 61-55. They outscored the Cavs 20-16 in that third period. Led by 11 at one point, 59-48. Right now, 61-55. A pass on the sideline to Jackson Edmond as he's pushed from behind by Mason Riley. Riley going to pick up his third personal foul. Team foul number 4 for the Cavaliers. The Governors have 4 here to start the fourth quarter as well. Ben Heisler taking the inbound. Heisler out there with Luke Olson in place of Jacob Mayer. Keenholz, Edmond, and Kruger still out there as well. Governors looking good against the number 1 team in the state so far here tonight. Heisler stops in the lane, tries to lean one in and gets the shooter's touch. 3 bounces and it falls. Ben Heisler with a good basketball game. Governors have had leads in this, a big lead in this game before. There's a 3-ball for Talon Ashley. That one gives him 18 points, and I've been told 18 is the magic number. That is his 1,000th point of his career. So congratulations to Talon Ashley. Fine athlete, basketball, football, you name it. Kid can do it all. Just scored his 1,000th point. Up high for the rebound, pushing it ahead. Giblin to Wilde, 3 pump fakes. He'll finally put a shot up, and it's no good. From point blank range, Edmond down with the rebound. Up ahead to Keenholz, across the timeline. Have a foul on the floor as Wilde tries to close the gap. Griffin Wilde's second personal. Last year, the Govs had a 19-point lead early in the second half in the Sodak 16, only to have Jefferson come from behind and he erased that deficit. Here's Heisler. He'll put one up and good. Onto the inbound from Keenholz. Ben Heisler leading all scorers with 21. Keenholz with 16, Edmond with 15. Big 3 getting the job done here tonight. It's 65-58, and an offensive foul on an illegal screen or something. I wasn't quite looking at it, but it is Griffin Wilde with his third personal. Team turnover, rather, number 6. Team foul number 6 for the Cavaliers. Third personal for Wilde, asking for some defense. Keenholz setting up the offense. A lot of time in this game, so the last thing Governor fans want to do, or the Governor players, is get ahead of themselves. His attack plan at the left elbow. First turnover for Pierre in the second half. That's their 7th overall. Wilde going to check back in. Mason Riley out. They were able to do that against Roosevelt in a close game on Friday night at home. They haven't been able to do that on the road yet this year. There's a good drive for Griffin Wilde right back into the game. He'll cut it to a 5-point affair, 65-50. Keenol's two-hand pass across the way to Luke Olson. He'll come up short. Heisler underneath, and the shot may have been blocked. Actually, there's going to be a foul. And Heisler's shot wedged itself between the backboard and the rim, which would have been a jump ball in Roosevelt basketball, but it's a foul on Caden Year. Instead, his first. Heisler at the line to shoot 2, and the first one is good. 66-60. Governors saw 4. Oh, good for Heisler. Keenol's got up high and tipped it, but it is pulled down by Griffin Wilde instead. 5 minutes to play. The Pierre Governors leading the once-beaten Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Here is Ashley and 1,000 points. He'll step back looking for 1,003, but it's up no good. And Edmond up high to pull it down. Kruger will leave it with Edmond. Pushes it in front of or under the basket, and Heisler is tripped up. Governors broke the press, and they just about got an easy bucket out of that, but helping defense aboard now. That may have been on him. Gonna have a timeout on the floor here called by the Governors, a full timeout before free throws for Ben Heisler. When we come back, it's 66-60, the Governors on top. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA. With our new...
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
Back at Jefferson with Ben Heisler at the free throw line. Govs on top, 66-60. It's a 5-5 scoring effort for both teams so far here in the fourth quarter. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Governor Basketball brought to you by Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, who include Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, Olinger Law Firm, Eisberg Funeral Home, News.com, DRG Media Group. First of 2 is good for Heisler at the line out of the timeout. The second one goes as well. Benjamin with 24 in the ball game. Far by Caden Year looking for Ashley. Keenol's closed the gap, and Year maybe had to try to force it a little too much. Kate and give it right back in the backcourt. Kruger. After Keenol's had cut up the floor, Kruger threw it behind him, and that's out of bounds at the Jefferson bench. It's one thing the Governors have. That's been a 6-point Governor lead, 68-62. Kruger. Get it across the timeline, leaves it with Keenholz. Crowd wanting more and more defense. One thing I was about to say, Keenholz for 3, no. Off the rim, no good. Ashley down with a rebound, moving quickly. He'll get to Wilde, and as Jackson. Governors have 4 fouls as a team. That actually might be number 5, unless they've already put it up. It's not changing, and Jefferson, meanwhile, has 8 fouls themselves, and here Dawson Sexer out of the inbound looking to drive, and another floor foul called on Heisler, the official indicating that Benjamin kind of stuck the knee for Wilde, and Edmond has the rebound. 68-62 it remains. We're down to 3:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Luke Olson to right side, Keenholz. Heisler will swing it over to Olson, near side. Now Edmond in, challenging Year. He'll lead it up, and it goes with the left hand. Jackson Edmond. Good for 2. Jackson having a big basketball game, especially in the second half. Keenholz blocked. Big block for Lincoln Keenholz. Setting up the offense, looking for the best way to go. Olsen back to Keenholz now. Lincoln picks it up, will lob it to Edmond, leans in, shot up no good, and it's tipped away by Caden Year, Pierre basketball. Like Jackson stumbled on his way to the bucket that time. That is why he came up short. But Year knocking the rebound away. Up the floor, Keenholz will steal a pass. And on the floor here as Olsen tangled up with Ashley. It'll be Pierre basketball. Nope. Now they pointed Jefferson's way, but Olsen, as he came down with Ashley, simultaneous possession, but Olsen's back was on the sideline, so it'll be Jefferson basketball. Officials will wait for a towel. Jackson Edmonds layup off the glass. I tell you what, there's been some funny bounces off of the rims on both ends of the floor here, but that one came off the glass. I think it bounced ever so lightly on the left side, bounced ever so lightly off the right side of the rim. It looked like it was going to fall down, but it bounced off of that rim and came right back out. The arrow back in their favor. Oh no, that's an out of bounds call. It wasn't a jump ball. It would have been. Here's Year for three. No, that rim's in and out, no good. Keenholz gets up high. He'll be fouled on the way back down. Caden Year, 1 out of 5 from long range so far in this game. That's not typical at all. 70-62. The Cavaliers have the Govs in a 1-and-1 situation. Team foul number 9. Keenholz will be at the stripe to shoot a 1-and-1. And again, Pierre only has 4 team fouls in this second half. 70-62. Front end for Keenholz is good. Swishes that one home. He'll earn another. Lincoln with his 17th point. Tying Jackson Edmond for second high honors on the team. Ben Heisler with 24. Keenholz will take over second by himself. Second free throw good, a 10-point Governor lead here at Jefferson. On the move, and this one goes on the drive for Bo Giblin. Challenging the defense, and there's one of those funny bounces. I was surprised that didn't go earlier, but it almost found its way out instead. This one falls. And a chance at a three-point play. On this one with the foul. Here's Mayer, who had the rebound, and Brianna Kuzler gets a timeout. Free throw would not go for Bo Giblin. The Governors will take a break here. 72-64, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Let's take a full 1 minute Coca-Cola timeout. This is Governor basketball.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
Well, nothing like a little Monday night basketball to close out the regular season. The Governors leading Sioux Falls Jefferson 72-64. Pierre basketball out of a timeout. He'll get it in. Jacob Mayer to Luke Olsen. Pierre facing a 2-1-2 press. Mayer makes a good dribble move to get it across. Feeds ahead. Jackson Edmond leaning too much. In the right place at the right time. Contact and a collision here. Taylon Ashley goes down. Luke Olsen also ends up on the floor. Taylon Ashley was holding his right arm or forearm or elbow or something momentarily, but he's back up. Olson will pick up his third foul. The Governors now have 6. As a team, that's their last to give. They lead by 10 as Ashley tries to dribble and gets around Keenholz, but he'll meet up Edmond and Heisler. Also Luke Olson with 3 personal fouls. Griffin Wooldy has 4 for Jefferson. This will be a 2-shot opportunity for Talon Ashley. Ashley, who in my opinion kind of struggled in the Sodak 16 game against the Govs a year ago. Not struggling tonight. That's his 19th point, his 1,001st of his fine career, which started at Sioux Falls Roosevelt last year and this year here at the all-new Sioux Falls Jefferson. Second one is good. 20 for Talon Ashley. The lead is back to 8, and the Governors facing that press. That shot clock as much as possible. Edmond held it. He gets fouled. And it's now double bonus time for the Pierre Governors with an 8-point lead trying to protect. 1:29 left to play. Here in the fourth quarter, Edmond's first of 2 is good. That is Edmond's 18th point of the night. Sodak 16 and a home game for the Governors really on the line here. A win tonight ensures a home game. Edmond 2 for 2 at the Stripes, 76-66. Governors back by 10. Year for 3. No, that's short. Had a good job by Jacob Mayer not pulling the trigger. There's a foul on the floor. It'll go to Talon Ashley, which is just his first, and now Jacob Mayer will get free throws. I'll tell you what, last year, in a similar situation in this gym. Talk about maturation. They're not doing that right now. They're doing exactly what they need to do and trying to chew up as much time as possible. The senior Jacob Mayer puts 2 for 2 down. The Governors' biggest lead of the night is 12. Heisler challenges. The shot won't go for Wilde. And if you're Pierre, you can challenge a shot, but don't give them opportunities to score points with no time running off the clock. Wilde, first one, line drives home. His first free throw attempt of the night. Griffin Wilde has had quite a ball game. That is his 19th point, looking for 20, and it's good. Foul him quickly. And Pierre will head to the other end to shoot free throws. Jackson Edmond will get 2 in the double bonus. Roosevelt. Everybody can relax on the first one. The lefty, Edmond, good on the first. With another one coming, 79-68. Road, but they're a minute away from pulling off the biggest upset of the year. Ashley with a quick 3, no good. He'll run down his own. And Wilde inside. Up and good. Now Luke Olson lost it, but Mayer picks it up. He'll get clipped by Dawson Sexer. Jacob Mayer with an opportunity here. 80-70. All things considered, kind of a quiet Jefferson gym as the shooter's roll will not happen for Mayer on the first of 2 here. He hit 2 of them in a moment ago. Governor Girls up at Riggs High Gym, 50-42. That one with about 6.5 left on KGFX. Second free throw good here. Governors are shooting free throws well so far here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock and game clock are pretty much even. Wilde with a quick fire 3. It's good, and Jefferson will get a timeout. Timeouts on the floor from Coca-Cola Bottling, and Pierre will get a minute in here. We're back. See if the Govs can finish. They lead by 8. 29 seconds to play. This is Governor basketball.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? there's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service.
Back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time.
Send me an email, give me a call, or visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Remember.
Timeout, which leaves Roosevelt with 2 remaining. The Governors also still have 2. We've got 29 seconds left. All 10 players in the front. Sacrifice himself as he will foul out of the basketball game. 26 seconds left. Lincoln Keynoles will go to the free throw line. Griffin Wilde with a great ball game. He fouls out with 25 points. There are so many great players in this game, I tell you what. And there are 4 players, Wilde included, that have scored at least 20 in this game. Keynoles with 1 of 2, no good. 1 more down to make it a max 3-possession game, and it's good. 19 for Link. Sioux Falls Roosevelt had a tough ball game with Aberdeen Central, but they win at 61-57. Here comes Giblin with good penetration, but he knew 2 wasn't really going to cut it. They needed some instant offense, but Taylor Ashley unable to hit that one. Jackson Edmond up high. It's a huge rebound. He will be fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line one more time. Several players with 3 fouls now, including 1 with 4. That's Dawson Sexer. That might have been his foul, and Edmond hits the first of 2. 83-73. I have refused to this point to say anything about the Governors knocking off number 1, but I think it's about time to start giving them their just due. 84-73. Jefferson will take it across the timeline, and the number 1 team in the state has been knocked off by a team that has not been able to get a quality win on the road all season long. What a ball game for the Pierre Governors. This one's in the books, and on your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard, the Pierre Governors 84 and the Jefferson Cavaliers 73. Tonight, the single biggest game of the year for the Pierre Governors in an 11-point game. Gales Gas Service offers their budget plan and keep full service. You can stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Postgame is next in 3 minutes, sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. I have a conversation with Brianna Kusler coming up. We've got the full recap. Hermanson Endodontics big plays of the game, and your Cowboy Country Store's player of the game coming up. This is Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
The 2023 Chevy Blazer from Beck Motor Company has quickly become a trendsetter. The stylish yet sporty SUV has all the conveniences you need, along with a few extra. Amazing cargo space, huge color touchscreen, standard remote start are just the beginning of the features that you'll find on the Chevy Blazer. Check it out online, beck-motors.com. Then stop in and test drive today. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Hey, DQ fans, taste perfection in every bite of their chicken strip basket. It's loaded with crispy, all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, crunchy Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce. Personally, I'm all about the house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Do your taste buds a solid and order a chicken strip basket today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Well, the Governors came in here to Sioux Falls, Jefferson, needing a win, which was a tall task to ensure themselves of a home game. Coming in as a number 8 seed, you had Sioux Falls Roosevelt at number 9. If Roosevelt wins tonight, the Governors lose. Roosevelt would go back in front and get that home game as the 8th seed. But the Governors said, nope, it's time to take care of business ourselves. And that's exactly what happened here as they come up with a big 84-73 win over the top-ranked Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. A game that you look back on that Sodak 16 loss when they had a 19-point lead a year ago. And to be honest, I think the only significant player from that game who is not playing in this game because he's a graduated senior was Matthew Hansen. Tonight, everybody's back. Everybody has had a great season for both the Govs and Jefferson. I don't know if they're looking ahead to the postseason or not. Wasn't their best game. We'll give you some examples of that post-game bit. And you played
ready to play. They were ready to go. They themselves in up for that when it mattered. Pre-game, but I don't know what the assists were like, but I mean whether they were 16 is. They knew right now that it was right in our hands, and they are going to allow somebody in. It comes down to crunch time and being able to not only being able to go into the state tournament and not play. I mean, you go across the board.
Whether it was on the road or going to be at home, you were in that Sodak. You hit 15 out of it.
Because that's one of those things where you just can take a deep breath to get it done. You know, Ben Heisler tonight, my goodness, it was an off night for him, but he also didn't care that on Friday night because we got the win. And that's what is so great about all of these kids is they don't care who gets it done. They don't care what their role is. They want to do whatever they need to do for the betterment of this team. And that's really these last couple of games what you've seen put together.
I think early in the game, it took you a while to get into the flow, the speed of the game. Jefferson got out, and they had an 8-2 lead, and it looked like they're definitely playing there. Started to resemble that Bismarck game, and I think your ability to hang with a fast-paced, up-and-down team like Bismarck, in my opinion, kind of makes you a matchup problem. If I really, obviously nobody's a problem for Sioux Falls.
Extremely athletic, so they it creates chaos a lot of times. But when our guys, they kept an attack mentality, and while that doesn't necessarily always mean, I think we talked in post-game last time about it doesn't always seeing sideline up against the press, seeing opposite, and not just going back and forth, and then in the half court being able to continue to have an attack mentality. I mean, my goodness, what did they do to us all night? They actually is as shifty as they come, and we weren't able to keep them in front of them, and not many teams or not many people are. So that's just something that we've got to continue to adjust on. But I felt like the presence that we had still discouraged quite a bit out there, and defensively. I mean, this is a really good team, and I thought we cleared the glass. It was one of those games where, I think it was extremely competitive, and Jefferson had nothing to lose in this game. They were going to be the number 1 seed, win or lose. And at times, I don't think that was in their minds, but it's easy to get that crept into your mind. But for us, it was everything to gain. And that's really what you saw tonight was valuing those possessions, of course, against verse, but it can't compound. We've got to make the adjustments and not be able to continue to make those same mistakes. And that was, we had some turnovers tonight, but they were minimal, and we weathered the storms that Jefferson went, and then we gave them storms of our own.
It was, again, I think that was you guys being able to play with and maintain the speed of the game. But what really surprises me, like I said, in Aberdeen tonight they hit 4 in 16 tries. You've had trouble defending the 3. Why were you successful tonight, do you think?
I think we limited their in rhythm. We were over collapsing, and we weren't out on those shooters. Especially, a kid like Year and Ashley when he's in rhythm. I mean, Ashley can create in all different ways, but especially Year. I mean, we saw it last year. He got them back into the game, and it's just something that our guys, they've just been so focused, and they're responding to what is being asked of them, and they're just playing hard for once.
Right now, the biggest thing about Gorman, unless Sturgis comes up with a loss at Douglas tonight or whatever, doesn't really matter. But you've got the momentum that hey, you beat Jefferson, you can beat anybody. We've known that all along. Now you're
each and every possession that they have, they're not taking for granted anything, because we're heading is going to matter. And while we're never going to play a perfect game, we know that. We've got to minimize our turnover. They're tough to defend when they do that, and that's something that.
Yes, ma'am. And great job. Congratulations on a big win.
Thank you.
Brianna Kuzler, the Governor head coach. The Governors do beat Sioux Falls Jefferson tonight, 84-73. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we're back. Plenty more on the recap still to come, and our Family Dental postgame will continue. This is Governor Basketball.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Hey guys, this is Truett Rogers, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota here in Pierre, South Dakota. And I just want to let you guys know about this beautiful white 2017 Ford F-150 Lariat with 84,000 miles. Loaded up with leather, nav, adaptive cruise, and heated and cooled seats, and a whole ton more. Priced today at $36,995. Stop in at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota at 518 East Sioux Ave in Pierre. Visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com or call 605-224-7378 and ask for me, Truett Rogers.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. Registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back at Sioux Falls Jefferson High, and Brianna Kuzler Just an outstanding time to talk to a winning head coach going into the postseason with two huge wins for the Pierre Governors. Sioux Falls Roosevelt at home in a close game. The Governors were able to finish on Friday night here at number 1 Jefferson. And yes, Jefferson didn't have anything to play for, but if they were really going to to try to rest people, I just didn't. I don't think we saw that. Certainly, they're in postseason mode. They've got their mind set on nothing short of a state championship, as they should have their mind set on nothing short of a state championship. But I think the Governors give Jefferson a big wake-up call tonight, and they're still going to be the team to beat, I would imagine, going into the postseason. But maybe, just maybe, the Pierre Governors, if they can continue this confidence uptick, then maybe the Governors can become and put themselves back in the discussion as a team to contend with. Certainly, I don't think anybody wants to play the Governors going into the postseason, especially not from what they've seen here tonight. An 84-73 win over the now 18-2 Jefferson Cavaliers. Governors end the regular season 13-7. We feel that Pierre would move from 8 to 6 in the power rankings, ahead of Harrisburg, ahead of Brandon Valley, a little bit shy of Sioux Falls, Washington. A 6 would give them a matchup against number 11. We also feel if Sturgis beats Douglas tonight, they would move ahead of O'Gorman. In fact, those two are tied power average-wise right now, so Sturgis would be into number 10. O'Gorman would fall back to the 11. That's one of the teams that beat the Governors in a close game, which I'm sure the Governors would like to have an opportunity like that back, but O'Gorman's just still one of those teams that can be a little bit scary for anybody to play going into the postseason with a trip to the state tournament on the line. We can prognosticate all we want, not really going to get us anywhere. We'll just wait and see what happens. And the Govs will play it, but they know they'll be playing at home on Saturday in the Sodax 16 contest. And that'll be, of course, right here on River 92.7. Here's the recap of how it all happened. The Governors led at all quarter stops, in fact, had several lead changes, several ties in the first half. Overall, 6 ties. Well, in the first half, 2 ties, 5 lead changes. In the third quarter, 4 ties and 2 more lead changes, but the Governors took that lead and built an 11-point lead in the third quarter, and they were challenged, sure, but they never did give it up. Every time the Cavaliers had a push, the Governors had an answer. It was 18-17 at the end of one. A 23-22 second quarter made it 41-39 at intermission. Then again, with that Governor lead building up to 11, it shrunk back to 6 at 20-16 going to the fourth. And Pierre hitting free throws, 15 of 18 from the line in the fourth quarter. That's going to win you a lot of ball games. And they had a 23-18 scoring advantage in the fourth period, and they win it by 11. In the ball game on the floor, 16 of 24 for Pierre in the first half, 13 of 26, 50% in the second. Overall, 29 out of 50. That's about 58%. From Riggs High math, they were 4 of 12 from long range, which is not out of the ordinary for the Governors. But on the night, 22 of 28 from the stripe, 7 of 10 in the first half, and again 15 of 18 in the second half. All of that came in the fourth quarter. Keenholz, Mayer, Heisler, all 3 of 4 in the fourth quarter. Jackson Edmond was 6 of 6 on his own in that fourth quarter as well. And the Governors get 3 players in double figures. It's Heisler leading the way with 26, Jackson Edmond with 23 points, and Lincoln Keenholz with 19. Anytime you got Keenholz as the third high scorer on the team, things are going pretty well for the Pierre Governors. Jacob Mayer with 8 points. Luke Olson had 5, all in the second quarter, but they were big at the time. Brecken Kruger with a big 3 in that third quarter that actually gave the Govs an 11-point lead for the first time. And that was a timely triple as well. 84 on the board for the Govs. Meanwhile, for the Cavs, 16 of 28, a good shooting first half of play. 13 of 28 in the second half. They'll go 29 of 56 overall on the floor. Just 4 of 16 from three-point land, and that is the one thing that is uncharacteristic about this game compared to what Jefferson is used to. Caden Year in particular, just 1 out of 6 from long range. It wasn't his night tonight. We've seen instances of a Caden Year kind of night, and like the last time these two teams played lead, but just wasn't tonight. 11 out of 16 from the free throw line for Jefferson. Griffin Wilde, and that quickness of his, he leads the way with 25 points. Talon Ashley needed 18 for 1,000. He got it, and he got a couple more after that as well. Now a 1,002-point scorer. Congratulations on that great career for Talon Ashley. He comes in with 20 points tonight. Caden Year held to 12. And then Bo Giblin and Mason Riley with 6 apiece. Dawson Sexer with 4 off the bench. Sam Siegfried with a deuce as well. 84-73 the score. Pierre with a 29-19 rebounding advantage. Bounds Ben Heisler with 8 rebounds. He'll have the unofficial lead in this one. And the Governors turning it over 9 times in the game, just 3 after halftime compared to 8 for Jefferson. It was a very cleanly played ball game. And again, sharing the basketball, according to Coach Kuzler, 16 assists in this game compared to 12 for Jefferson. And unofficial assist leaders with Edmond with 5, Keenholz with 4, Luke Olson dishing out 3 of them himself. It's the Governors win. It's certainly plenty of big plays in this game. We're going to talk about it. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll finally, when we come out of it, hear from Hermanson Endodontics. And your big plays are coming up as our Family Dental postgame continues. Govs with a huge win tonight on River 92.7.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. You booze, you cruise, you lose.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with technology that fits my life, with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Access Health Fort Pierre welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports visits. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Back at Jefferson, still a big night, and the Governors can celebrate for a while. They'll get to work tomorrow. The Governor girls coming up with a big win tonight as well to solidify their hold on the number 2 seed in the girls' power rankings, 65-58. They beat the Cavaliers at home. Ryan Berry, Lennox Dupree with 16 points each. Remy Price with 14. And like the Governor boys who hit free throws in the fourth quarter, the Governor girls did as well, 13 of 16, according to David Burrell, to help seal the deal there. And as we talk about Hermanson Endodontics' big plays of the game, that's right where I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, hitting free throws. The one thing that didn't happen last year, and the Governors weren't able to hold a big lead in that second half. Jefferson came back and tied it at the end of regulation. They won it in double overtime. They're the team that went to the state tournament. Free throws were not the problem tonight, to say the least. 15 of 18 in the fourth quarter, and only 3 turnovers in that fourth quarter as well. Three turnovers in the entire second half. The Governors did exactly what they needed to protect leads. And one other thing about that shot clock a little bit more. That wasn't the case then. That was the case tonight. They waited for the fouls to come. They bled the clock a little bit more, and that all played big roles in a big win here tonight. The 84-73 win speared by those Hermanson Endodontics big plays of the game. One order of business left is to announce our player of the game. A lot of people came up big. We'll tell you who's the biggest after you hear from our player of the game sponsor, Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. And this is Governor Basketball.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal bird stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Stores player of the game tonight. And, hey, Griffin Wilde, big pat on the back, 25 points. Talon Ashley scoring his 1,000th point, plus 2 with a total of 20 points. That guy was great tonight as well for Sioux Falls Jefferson. I mean, these are the guys, let alone Caden Year, who had an off night tonight. The next time you play Sioux Falls Jefferson, you're going to have to deal with those two guys who had good nights, plus 2 other guys or 3 that weren't all that successful tonight. But a good pat on the back for a well-played game in those regards for some Jefferson Cavaliers. But tonight with 3 players in double figures and everybody chipping in once again. Luke Olson hitting big shots. Brecken Kruger hit 1 shot, but I thought it was a big one at the time in the third quarter. It helped the Governors build a lead of 11 that they never relinquished in this game. And I'm not so sure the lead got any lower than 5 or 6 at any point the rest of the way. You got to give it to Jackson Edmond with 23 points, 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter. But Ben Heisler also scored 9 points in the fourth quarter to lead all scorers with 26 in this one. He's got to be your player of the game, especially coming off of a game that he was held scoreless in on Friday night against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Ben Heisler, for the 3rd time this year, is your Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. So, up next for the Governors will be, doesn't matter, it'll be Saturday, and that'll be, I'm going to say most likely on a Saturday night, 7 o'clock tip-off, most likely, a 6:30 pregame here on River 92.7. Governor Girls will host a postseason game as well Friday night, probably at 7 o'clock, and we'd be on the air at 6:30 here on River 92.7 for that one as well. So big wins all around. Sioux Falls Roosevelt did beat Aberdeen Central. They may end up in the 9 seed now, or the 8 seed, and get a home game for the Rough Riders. But we'll watch Sturgis and Douglas now. That game might have something to do with whom the Governors will play, especially if Sturgis loses that basketball game. That's Sturgis and Douglas, the final game to be finished for this high school boys regular season here this year. So, again, reminder tomorrow, wrestling-wise, there's a welcome home for the state champion Governor Girls, the third-place Governor Boys teams, but also the state dual champion Governor Boys wrestlers, 6 o'clock tomorrow. Hope you can join us for that one as well. So a great night for the Pierre Governors. Remember, South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind us all that buckling up is the best way to save life in a crash. Do it for your families. Do it for your friends. You've got some place to be. And buckle up every trip, every time. Reminders from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Big thanks to Caleb Brozick, who persevered. He got here just in time for tip-off. And live videos available to watch this one online at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page. And also to Heather Williams for, as always, running the show in studio. And thanks to you for joining us as well. I'm Brian Oakland, your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The Governors, 84. The number 1 ranked Jefferson Cavaliers, 73. We'll talk with you again Friday night for Governors girls in the Sodak 16 and again Saturday for the boys in the Sodak 16. This has been a presentation of the official voice of Pierre Governor Sports, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Good Monday evening, everybody.